plaintiff, Brianna Wyckoff, moved in with the defendant after they started dating. But every 2 weeks, the defendant would kick her and her young child out. Brianna claims she's now pregnant with the defendant's child, and she's suing him today for childcare expenses and the cost of a car. Defendant JANIRO Brantley says the reason his relationship with Brianna didn't work is because she's extremely disrespectful, and he has the video to prove it. JANIRO has doubts about fathering the plaintiff's unborn baby, so he petitioned the court for a paternity test, and he's countersuing for damage and personal property.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I met him last year, April 2016, and he was a sweet person at first. He was nice, caring, and taking me on dates and spending his time with me and my daughter. And then his daughter came in for the summer, and
Hold it, you all live together?
well,
When his daughter came in for the summer, you all were living together?
Yeah.
Okay, so you jumped that. April of 16, you started dating. When did you move in together?
May.
Okay, I see why you jumped that.
That's not true.
All right, I see why you tried to skip past that.
Okay, well, me and his daughter spent a lot of time together throughout the summer, and when she moved, he kicked me out.
When was that? What month?
August 2016.
What reason?
I don't even remember.
Okay, why don't you ask him to remind you?
Why did you kick me out?
Disrespectful.
What did I do
Very
disrespectfully?
Oh, we could get to that. I got a long
Okay,
list.
he's gonna give his.
I got a long list.
All right, well, tell me how it happened, ma'am. The circumstances regarding him kicking you out. Did he put your clothes out, or he told you to leave and you left? What happened?
Well, I was getting kicked out every 2 weeks. So he was telling me to get out, and when I left, me and my daughter, my 5-month-old daughter, was forced to go to a homeless shelter.
Okay.
We was in a shelter from August to December, and I got back with my ex, and as soon as I got a job, that's when JANIRO called me
When did you get back with your ex?
in November.
You say you were still in the shelter in December.
Yeah.
That was the wrong person to get back with if you...
I know.
If you were still in the shelter 30 days later. Sir, you want to give me some background?
Yes, sir. When I first met Brianna, she was beautiful, she was attractive, she was sweet, classy, mature for her age. So I took a liking to her. I brought her in a few months later, not no month later, a few months later, and correct, my daughter was there. The problem ensued when her family members came around. They were filled with drama, particularly with her mother. And I witnessed her call her mother out her name several times, which the B word, everything. And I sat her down and told her about it, you know what I mean? And as things progressed, she started being disrespectful toward me.
Ma'am, did she curse your mother?
Yes.
Okay.
She gets so disrespectful to the point, she got a machine gun mouth. Rapid fire. I cannot get a word in edgewise. It got so bad I had to take a video, multiple videos, but I brought one today.
Oh, good. We have it here. I didn't even see. I mean, good. You're able to back up this. Go ahead, let me see this. Does she come across as quiet and sweet today?
Yeah, and then be like, I don't even know how we got here. I had plans with this house.
I asked you to drop.
I want to hear that, dog. I'm being disrespectful, nigga. You just kicked me the
On me,
I'm not about
he jumped on me and called the police for no reason. He's sitting up there acting crazy.
Okay, get over that. That's old as
Get over it. I'm just saying, be respectful. You're doing disrespectful stuff and expect me not to, you know what I mean, confront you. And I'm trying to do it the right way. But this is not, this ain't going right.
You just told me to get out. Stop
I ain't never say, I ain't say that. Why would you lie?
I'm not talking to you. Stop talking to me.
All right.
Okay. So what I gathered from that is that certainly one of the things is that, you know, she was disrespectful. I also heard her saying that you kicked her out, and then I heard you saying, no, I'm not kicking you out. Thirdly, when you talked about her jumping on you and calling the police, she said that's old, which is essentially you're admitting to doing it. You're just saying it was old. So quit bringing up something I did a long time ago. Then you were out of control. You agreed that you were disrespecting him. You continued to escalate it versus de-escalating. He tried to de-escalate, although you should have been quiet, period, because she can't talk to herself. In fact, I asked my father-in-law recently. My daughter's getting married, and of course there's anxiety around, and anything I say, I get a whole lecture or whatever the case. So I said, how do you deal with your wife? He said, just be quiet. I'm just gonna be quiet. He said, and eventually it's gonna stop. He said, every word that you say, you're giving it another whole sentence.
Right.
So you just...
How many you say?
I didn't get a chance to get him on camera. He's very disrespectful too. I just didn't get no evidence.
Tell me about the child care and the car you're suing him for.
Well, we had an agreement last year.
That's a lie.
She hadn't even said what it was. Go ahead.
We had an agreement that I had told JANIRO that I was taking a year off so I could have a bond with my daughter because she was only 4 months old. So...
Taking a year off work?
Yes. So...
You told him that?
Yes. So...
Did you tell him who you intended to support you financially or for a year?
He wanted to. He wanted me to live with him.
So how
and start a
long
life with him.
after meeting him did you tell him, I need you to take care of me for a year?
We discussed that at Applebee's when we first met.
I don't know, wasn't discussing at Applebee's.
I mean,
I have no idea how far that was
was in the
between
beginning,
moving in.
in the
All right,
beginning,
before you moved
April.
in with him.
Yeah, before I moved in with him.
Okay, and he said, I'll support you?
Yes.
Is that true?
Correct.
Okay, good enough. And within a month, you committed to
It wasn't a
providing
month.
financial support
The
to
baby
a
was-
woman you really didn't know
The baby
for an
was
entire year.
No, sir. Our timing is mixed up. The baby was already 3 months old, and we dated for 3 or 4 months. So the baby was 7 months. You know what I mean? So that
It was
year.
your child?
No, sir. No, sir. But
Okay, well, you're a good guy.
We
Good guy.
bonded.
You meet a woman, she has a baby already and makes it clear that I'm taking off for a year. So you gonna take care of this? Yeah, I got it. You're a good man. You still into that approach? I'm sure you'll be a very popular man when you leave here. You'll have women with babies lined around the corner. All right, see, he told you move in and I'll take care of everything. And he agrees he told you that. So how does he owe you for child care expenses, though?
Because when his daughter came in for the summer, before his daughter came in, he already told me that he not sure if she was going to come because he didn't have no
How much did he
babysitter.
agree to pay you?
$120 a week.
Okay, so not only is he taking care of all your financial needs, you and your child, he's also paying you a salary to take care of his child while you all were living together. All right? Is that true?
Nope. No, sir. Not at all.
You never
We
said
never
you-
had an agreement. In fact,
Did he ever pay you one of the payments?
No.
How long were you working for him?
From May to August.
How often were you to get paid?
I was supposed to get paid every week, but...
At the end of the first week, when you asked for your money, what did he say?
He was telling me, you know, maybe, you know, since you living here and we doing activities and stuff, I'm not sure I'm gonna pay you this.
And what was your response?
I was like, okay, as long as I get it.
You said, okay, as long as I get it.
Yeah.
All right, and that was the first time. How about the second week?
Well, I kind of left it alone, but we did
When
have...
did you bring it back up?
I brought it back up right before he kicked me out when his daughter left.
So that sounds
he
like
was
to me,
supposed-
I agree with him then, ma'am. I believe him that he never agreed to pay you. You only came up with this after he kicked you out. And the car, tell me how he owes you for the car.
Well, with my taxes, I paid for my tickets and I bought the car, but my license hadn't come in the mail yet, so I got it in his name.
that's not true.
Okay. And how does he owe you? He took the car back or what
As
happened?
soon
You
as
had
he
the
kicked
car?
me out, as soon as he kicked me out, he reported my car stolen.
You had the car though? You left
had
in
the
the car.
car,
He
yes.
reported it stolen, and then what happened?
and I kicked the door in.
To do what?
To get my stuff because he locked the door. I didn't even have a pair of underwear.
Okay, you jumped away from what happened with the car. I was asking you.
With the car, I had brought the car back because I didn't want to get in trouble. It was reported stolen.
All right, and is that when you also tried to get your items?
Yes.
And he wasn't there?
No, he wasn't there, and he told me that he was...
But you had a key.
He changed the locks.
Sir, did you change the lock?
I changed the locks after.
With her things in there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After what? What reason?
After she had packed everything up and put it in a separate room, indicating that she wasn't coming back there, you know, to be there. So.
But her things were there. How you gonna lock her out and her things were there?
Because she was threatening it. In the past, I got a.
And she did damage your property,
yes,
correct?
Sir. And okay. The last time she did it, she left her stuff there for months. You know, and I even had sent her a text message saying, I got all your stuff here, you know, what you want me to do with it? I could make arrangements to drop it off at your mother's house.
Tell me about the ownership of the car.
I bought it.
You paid for it?
Yeah. I got the bill of sale, the title, everything right here.
I see it. But I know you would have the bill of sale if she gave you the money.
You bought the whole car?
Yeah.
You didn't? I didn't pay for my car with my taxes.
No, ma'am. Here you go. Right.
The question is who spent the money?
I did. I spent the money.
Ma'am, do you have any evidence that you paid anything?
Yes, I do, on my bank statement.
Let's see it. But he shows me something, a money order for $1,000. Then he shows me one for $680.
He kept my money orders.
How did he get them?
Because he went with me.
To get the car?
Yes.
You had the money orders already?
I had the money on my bank accounts, and
all right, you have a deduction here the same day that the car was purchased for the same exact amount. She has a bank statement indicating that she took out the exact amount of money that it cost to purchase this car on the exact day.
Correct, but here go the piece of evidence that you need to see, because in the
where you put money up?
Well, I put money in her hand.
Yeah, you have that?
Yes, sir.
And it says I put money in your hand for the car.
Since I didn't buy any, you put the whole amount
Here you go.
in my hand.
That's it.
And she responds to it as well.
I sure did. And here's my...
I'm still not going to argue with you. You know I put most of the money on everything. You didn't say anything about a car. You said on everything. What about this DNA test? Why do you want a DNA test?
Because the date she gave me, she said she was 5 to 9.
You all have a child together, or you're pregnant now?
I'm pregnant now.
Okay, so why do you doubt it?
Because she said when she came back from the doctor, she never took me to any of the doctor's appointments. She told me she was 5 to 9 weeks pregnant, which I ain't never heard nothing like that. And
you never heard what?
5 to 9 weeks pregnant.
Your Honor.
Oh, a range.
Yeah.
Got it.
Your Honor,
right.
when I first went to the doctor...
I should, right? I got 4, but I don't remember hearing range either. I swear, I don't remember hearing no range.
Your Honor, when I first went to the doctor, I went for prenatal pills. So I didn't get an ultrasound.
Do you believe it's his or not?
It's his. It's definitely
okay, and you don't believe it's yours? Or you're not sure?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Tell me about the counterclaim for the property and the property damage. What did she do? Let's see it, please.
There was a break-in. She
kicked the door in?
Yes, sir. And here go the estimate. That's the.
What else?
And she took the surround sound. And when she returned the vehicle, she brought about 5 or 6 gentlemen with her, and they strong-armed my television.
Okay, did you go to the police?
Nope. At that point in time, I was just like, I help you take it outside. Just, I don't want no problem. You know what I mean?
And that's not his TV or his stereo, and he didn't pay for the stereo.
Well, he does have me something where he's making reference to things he's paid for. I'm not going to argue with you. You know I put most of the money on everything. I've been supporting you, your daughter, your brother, and your sister. Just because you are mad, don't give you the right to take from me. You should give me my $1,500.
I responded and said, you never paid me. Stop lying, little boy. Who you lying to? Ain't nobody texting but me.
He didn't say he paid you. He said, I put most of the money on everything, and I believe him. So I'm going to grant your, all I see you saying she owed $1,500. That's your judgment, ma'am. I'm going to grant you a judgment for the car, $1,680. And we're going to go and get the DNA test and see what that says. You're not getting the childcare expenses. Like I said, I don't think he agreed to pay you and to take care of you you and your family's needs. Not only did he say, I supported you, your child, your brother, your sisters, everybody. Tell you, he's a decent man. Other than this lie trying to take this car that he didn't pay for. And I hope you're a decent father, because you are. All right.
I'm getting help. We want to move forward and let's take care of our child and, you know, be better parents than we are in a relationship, be better parents and friends.
I don't even have anything to say from all the lies and what you portrayed me to look like. I'm very disrespectful when I get upset, and so is he. But I'm a very respectable and great mother, and it's just, you know, it made me look like something else out of anger and out of everything that you've done to me as well.